Number 8, Princess Joanna. Now that, of course, is Tony Campbell's tip, Princess Joanna, and she's well in commission at $5.80, and she does have sound recent form, having been placed in the Canberra Maiden. Number 9, Casino Fling. It's from the Joe Cleary stable, and it's been well supported, $3.90. It's coming off a second at Queanbeyan in a maiden. And number 16, Smooth Sound. It's second up from a let up, but there is support for it, $7.50. Wasn't beaten.
The line is set, light is on. They're racing, and a good level start it was too, and glided down towards the inside, got away well, but is not all that keen to lead. Out wide, Sister Rose is showing speed, followed by Casino Fling. Off the track was Day Nighter, followed by Princess Joanna, back behind those Mama's Boy. Then Tell Your Story, Lawrence Clan, further back behind those Covertane. Down on the inside, Captive Walk, followed by Wagon Express, getting back in the field. Smooth Sound as well back there too, so too is Highland Toss on the outside, and about 3 then Apprentice at the tail of the field. As they leave the back and race down the side, Sister Rose on the inside leads a half length. Princess Joanna running second, followed by Casino Fling down on the inside, getting a good run. Day Nighter between runners, followed by Glider on the outside. Further back behind those Mama's Boy, then Tell Your Story. Further back to Highland Toss, followed by Covertane. Well back was Smooth Sound as they race towards the turn, followed then by Apprentice. Lawrence Clan as well back in the field, followed by Captive Walk. And Wagon Express is last, but they swing around the home turn, and getting right up along the inside, Casino Fling joins Sister Rose. They're the leaders at the top of the straight. Princess Joanna wider out is being ridden hard now. Tell Your Stories down on the inside. Out very wide, Day Nighter, then Apprentice right down the outside, followed by Glider as they race down to the 200 and over towards the inside. It's Casino Fling the leader. Now Tell Your Story into the clear is running on very strongly. It's Tell Your Story racing to the lead. Covertane out wide is running on, followed by Apprentice, but Tell Your Story broke away near the line, and Tell Your Story wins it well. Covertane second, close for third. Either Casino Fling or Glider, then Apprentice out wide. Smooth Sound, Highland Toss. Further back then Captive Walk, followed by Mama's Boy. Then Princess Joanna. The riders lost the irons on Princess Joanna. Further back behind those then Day Nighter. Then Wagon Express, followed by Lawrence Clan and Sister Rose last.
It's 5.10 on a photo at Canberra. Long odds about number 5, Tell Your Story, which was ridden by John Nisbet. 1765.40, number 10. Covertane, $7.40. It's a photo for third. We'll have those results shortly. Dubbo, race 2.
At this wood, actually.
All right, can you help us with Knightly Sword? Can it return in the Breesy's Gold Cup, race 9?
Turner. Steve has got Barbecue Betty and Shagney Miss. They're bound to run the Quinella, I'd say. Now, waiting on Barbecue Betty to move along. Although there's a riderless one over there too, I just can't see from this angle. Now I think they've got Barbecue Betty in by the looks of things. Another big field here over the 1,030 metre start. False alarm. My bell is playing up here today. Now they're just about set. Mar Chief stands up, Impudence, a Raven Countess. Now here's the starter. They're racing. Sand was slowly away, and also slowly away was Dream Out Loud, and showing good speed. It was Record Time. Record Time down on the inside, and the stablemate Going, Gom, and the joint leaders, followed by Mar Chief. In behind those, Kenny's Coin, followed by Hartnell's Hustle, Daphne's Rose. Down on the inside was Shagney Miss as they sort themselves out. Well back as they race towards the turn, a Raven Countess, followed further back behind those then Dream Out Loud down on the inside, and not too far away behind that group, Impudence, followed by Madison Pete. Well back was Sam, followed then by Barbecue Betty second last, and Loves Halo down at the tail of the field. But around the turn, they've got a shade over 400 to go, and Going, Gomez race to the lead. Record Time being ridden hard down on the inside, followed then by Kenny's Coin. Out wide, Hartnell's Hustle is running on, followed further back in the field. Then came Shagney Miss, followed further out on the track, a Raven Countess. But at the 200, and Going, Gomez kicked away. Record Time in second place, followed by Kenny's Coin. It's Going, Gom the leader, but Kenny's Coin is running on stoutly on the outside. outside. It's Going Gom just in front of Kenny's Coin, and Going Gom is the winner. Kenny's Coin second, close for third. Sand a Big Run or Daphne's Rose. Then Shagney's Miss, followed further back in the field. Impudence followed by Dream Out Loud. Then Record Time, Hartnell's Hustle. A break behind those in the field, Marchie, followed then by Madison Pete, Barbecue Betty. A Raven Counters pulling up quickly, and one of the last across the line was Love's Halo.
Well, there's a bit of a turn up. Now, the favourite was Record Time from the John Morrissey stable, and here's the stablemate, Going Gom. Gets home with Greg Farrer on board, $17.10 and $4. Isn't always the one?
The red Proactive Miss. They're moving up next.
Nancy's Baywatch Babe. And here he is with his call of race 3.
Thank you, gentlemen. Just about set now. Good betting race this. They're racing. Destruction was slowly away, and Sieta got out very well, and Baywatch Babe on the outside, followed by its Mook Time. Then West Common Lass down on the inside. Further back behind those, Shelby County, Loves the Stubby going up wide. Getting back in the field, Temporal, followed by Hogan's Hope, and about 4 then Destruction at the tail of the field. As they race down towards the 600-metre mark, it's Mook Time on the outside. In the centre, rather, it's Mook Time. Oh, there's a riderless one there too on the outside. It's Mook Time, the leader, drawing clear on the turn. About 2 in front of Baywatch Babe. Running on fairly well, Theatre, followed by Hogan's Hope, then Shelby County on the inside. The next one behind those then Loves a Stubby, followed then by West Common Lass well back, and Temporal and Destruction. As they race down with about 350 metres to go, it's Mook Time, the leader, giving chase. Baywatch Babe, followed by Theatre, Shelby County on the rails, and the next one was Loves a Stubby, followed by Hogan's Hope. But as they race inside the 200, it's Baywatch Babe going up on the outside to hit the lead from its Mook Time. Loves a Stubby down the outside is running on, but Baywatch Babe is well clear, although Loves a Stubby is diving, and Destruction out wide. Destruction on the outside fence has come from last. Out wide, Destruction. It looks as though it may have got up to win the race. Baywatch Babe and the other one in the photo there, Loves a Stubby, followed further back in the field, Shelby County, followed then by West Common Lass. Further back in the field, it's Mook Time, followed by Hogan's Hope, Sieta and Temporal, and this riderless horse.
Well, jockey John Nisbet's got his eye in. Now, that was him skirting the outside fence on number 3, Destruction, and he looks like little doubt that he's got the money as we look at the head-on. Destruction, and the other 2 in the photo for the minors are Loves a Stubby and Baywatch Babe. Now, while we wait on that photo finish result, let's go back trackside at Geelong and Andrew Bensley.
Got a good quality fielder, even despite the scratchings in this last race today.
Yeah, and the New Zealand horse looks like it...
Starts. Harmony Girl and Mystic Storm got away well. Gregan and Tilba Place are prominent. Laura's Luskin and the Prince and You. Getting back down on the inside was Dillis, followed by Help and Stamina, Charlie Horse. And about 3 at the tail of the field was Sound Lyric. On settling down as they race towards that first turn. Not much speed on, where Mystic Storm under a strangled hold as the leader. Laura's Luskin running. Oh, there's another fall. There's 2 down. Tilba Place and Charlie Horse. There's 3 down. Gregan, I think, is the other horse as they race down with about 700 to go, and the leader Mystic Storm, followed then by Harmony Girl getting up along the inside. The Prince and You between runners, followed by Laura's Luskin. Further back in the field as they race towards the turn was Help, followed then by Dillis, and a long break Stamina, followed by Sound Lyric, and 3 are out of the race. But around the turn, 400 to go, Mystic Storm is the leader. Harmony Girl is looming up on the outside, then Dillis closer down towards the rails. Further back behind those, the Prince and You, followed by Help, and the next one was Laura's Luskin, followed by Stamina. But as they race down to the 200, Harmony Girl on the outside has raced to the lead from Mystic Storm. Between those, Dillis is running on, and they're nicely clear of Help. It's Harmony Girl on the outside, and Dillis, they're going stride for stride. Dillis hit the lead near the line, and Dillis draws clear. Dillis too good, about a length over Harmony Girl. Mystic Storm is third, followed then by Help. A long break Stamina, followed further back in the field, the Prince and You. Then Laura's Luskin, and Sound Lyric was last. And the 3 riderless ones, we have Charlie Horse, Gregan, and number 9, Tilba Place.
Well, we'll have a check as soon as we can on those riders. Robbie Sherlock, Gary Palmer and Brendan Ward. 3 riders down in the early stages of that 4th event at Canberra, where Dillis, ridden by Mark Schmetzer, will pay $7.40 and $2.20. Number 7, Harmony Girl, $2.30. And number 4, Mystic Storm, $1.50. 10, 7 and 4. And a report as soon as possible from Tony Campbell on those fallen jockeys. Now, at Dubbo, the Greyhounds, race 8, it's due in 2 minutes. Now, here's the latest update. Number 1, Psycho Kid, $5.70. Number 2, Jedda's King, $8.90. Number 3 is Matt Jayway at $2.80. Tote favourite, the 3. Number 7, Armatree Rose, $4.10. And number 8, Dion's Dynamo, are $8.50 now, about number 8. Now, but Desert Race 4 is due in 4 minutes. Number 1, Golden Sunset, $7.40. Number 3, Ma Foy, $6.30. And number 5, Bow Reef, $4.80. And number 8, Roslyn's Jewel, $8.60. 3 fallen jockeys in the previous race.
Yes, Rod, I have the latest news from the Chief Steward, Mr Fanning. Both Brendan Ward and Robert Sherlock have been taken to hospital. Brendan Ward is suffering shoulder injuries. Robert Sherlock, the apprentice boy, suspected head injuries. Now, they've both gone off to hospital. Gary Palmer, the third one to fall, is suffering from a headache, and he's been stood down for the remainder of the day. So just repeating, on the fallen riders, Brendan Ward and Robert Sherlock taken to Canberra Hospital. Brendan Ward with shoulder injuries, Robert Sherlock with suspected head injuries. Gary Palmer's quite okay apart from a headache, and he's been stood down for the rest of the day. So if there's any later news, we'll let you know. Moving in now. Waiting on Mountain Time to move along. Astrology Zabil's Pride has gone up. Montana Pearl's riders out of the saddle. Jamie Whitney replaced Gavin Eads in this race on Tyrrell. It's the Qantas Open Quality Handicap. Don't forget the big day of racing at Mudgee Monday, West Farmers Dalgety Cup Day, tremendous program. Looking forward to being at Mudgee this Monday. They've got 8 excellent races on the program. And a Mudgee horse, or I believe it is a Mudgee owned horse, Destruction, won a race earlier today, race 3, put up an amazing performance. Now, the line is just about set here. They're racing. Now, Concord Flight went back to the tail of the field, and back second last is Tyrrell. Alizari and Zabil's Pride got away well, followed by Montana Pearl. Just in behind that division as they sort themselves out, Mountain Time, followed then by Pirate Shan. Getting back to centre field, Monterey Bay, followed by Tyrrell, then Astrology. And 2 at the tail of the field was Concord Flight. As they race towards that first turn, they've got about 950 metres to go. Alizari under a stranglehold as the leader, about a half a length in front of Montana Pearl, followed by Zabil's Pride on the inside of Mountain Time. A further break behind those in the field. Down on the inside was Monterey Bay. There's another one up on the outside of those. As they race down the side, it's Pirate Yarn. Further back to Concord Flight, followed by Tyrrell. And down on the inside, Astrology is the tail ender. Racing down with 700 to go. Montana Pearl moved up on the outside of Elazari. They're clear of Zabil's Pride down on the inside, followed further back to Mountain Time. Pirate Yarn is taking off around the field, and so too is Concord Flight. Getting back in the field as they race towards the turn, Monterey Bay. Astrology's well back, and at the tail was Tyrrell. But around the turn, they've got about 350 metres to go out towards the centre. Alizari, the leader. Battling away was Mountain Time. Concord Flight is coming down the outside, and not too far away Montana Pearl, and closer down towards the inside. Astrology's running on. Many chances at the 200. Alizari taken on by Astrology down on the inside, and Concord Flight out wide. It's Concord Flight and Astrology. Concord Flight reached the lead near the line, and Concord Flight draws clear. Concord Flight a half a length. Astrology. Third Montana Pearl, followed then by Pirate Shan, Mountain Time, Alizari, then Zabil's Pride, followed by Monterey Bay, and the last one home was Tyrrell. Concord Flight, Johnny Scourse is the winner, number 7, Concord Flight. 1:28.45 was the time. 1:28.45 the time for the race. 7 Concord Flight, trained by Barbara Joseph. The winner raced by RG, RK and DJ Bottom and PH Joseph. For 6-year-old bay gelding by Interstellar out of Sent Flying. Beating number 4 Astrology, Ryan Wiggins. For trainer John Morrissey. And will stand number 8 as third, Montana Pearl, Jerry Crane the trainer, and ridden by Kevin Sweeney.
Okay, that's right.
And it's 5:20 for the favourite, Creme de la Toy, as we rejoin Tony Campbell.
Yes, I was just mentioning to Joe, Rodney, that this race, to use that well-worn cliche, is more open than the Sydney Heads, or more open than Lake Burley Griffin here in the nation's capital. Moving in well, Sure I Will goes up pentagonal. Waiting on and ready. They're racing. Sure I Will was slowly away. Something Hot went back to the tail. And Senseians down on the inside is showing speed from Peon, followed by Pentagonal. Then Creme de la Toy, Lucky Mickey, followed by Member between runners. Further back behind those, then Son of Grace, followed then by Cheer the Prince. Down on the inside, Sure I Will, followed by County Harvest. Getting well back was Regal Prophecy second last, and a length and a half Something Hot last. As they race towards that first turn, a good race for the lead. It's Senseians down on the inside, a long neck in front of Peon. Two off in third going well. Creme de la Toy, followed then by Pentagonal. In between runners there, Member, followed by Lucky Mickey, then Son of Grace, County Harvest. Down on the inside was Sure I Will, followed by Cheer the Prince, Regal Prophecy. And back at the tail was Something Hot. Down towards the 600, and the leader Senseians broke away. Senseians kicked well clear, followed by Peon losing ground. Pentagonal's running on, Son of Grace out wide, followed by Creme de la Toy. Going wider still was County Harvest, followed further back in the field. Then came Lucky Mickey on the inside, and further back to Regal Prophecy, followed by Cheer the Prince, and Something Hot is going wide. Well in the straight with about 300 metres to go, and Senseians hard up along the inside rail is the leader. Out very wide on the outside rail, coming home well County Harvest. Then Son of Grace, followed by Pentagonal. They're very hard to line up, but it looks as though Senseians on the inside is the leader. Running on fairly well was Member, followed by Son of Grace out wide, who's coming quickly, and Something Hot is coming like a train. Something Hot in the middle got up to win from near the tail of the field. Something Hot has beaten either Son of Grace or Senseians in a photo for second. Then Regal Prophecy, followed then by Member, County Harvest. Further back in the field, Sure I Will. Then Creme de la Toy, Pentagonal. Well back Lucky Mickey, followed by Cheer the Prince. And the last one home was Peon.
Well, Rolly Saxton there knew the best way to do it on Something Hot. And it stormed home to win that race-changing complexion. The photo for second gets second. Number 5, Son of Grace, third. $1.70 and $2.70 the minor placings.
On goes in their set. Boxed for race 7. That bell again. They're set. Second last of the day. In a circle, favourite on the tote. There they go. The Lioness missed it slightly, and Lightning Quest didn't jump all that well. A good race for the lead early. It's Better Bullet and Totter in that leading group with no admittance, followed by Ignitable. Windy Dawn is not too far away, followed then by Jungle. The Lioness is gaining ground further back then in the field. Forest Romance, Lightning Quest. Down on the inside, Seattle Rock, and last was In a Circle. As they leave the back and race down the side, the leader Ignitable about a half a length in front of Better Bullet. The Lioness is third, followed then by Jungle between runners. Totter down on the inside. Back centre field, Windy Dawn, followed by Seattle Rock. Back behind those as they race down to the 600, no admittance, followed by In a Circle, well back, followed further back in the field, Forest Romance towards the tail, and one of the last was Lightning Quest. Up towards the turn, they've got about 500 to go, and Ignitable raced away on the bend, out about 3 or 4 in front of Better Bullet, followed by Seattle Rock down on the inside. Going wide, Jungle in the centre there, Totter out very wide, Windy Dawn, back behind those, the Lioness, followed by In a Circle, and the next one was Lightning Quest. But as they race down towards the 200, Seattle Rock on the insiders, race to the lead, battling away Ignitable, Better Bullet on the outside, and running on fairly well, Windy Dawn, but Seattle Rock drew clear. It's Seattle Rock about a length in front of Ignitable, having another go. Seattle Rock holding the lead, Ignitable diving near the line. They hit the line very close, or close indeed. Maybe Seattle Rock and knows Ignitable, nothing in it though. In behind those, Better Bullet, followed then by Windy Dawn, then Lightning Quest further back in the field, Jungle, then Never a Chance, Seattle, followed by No Admittance, then Totter Forest Romance, and pulling up very quickly the Lioness.
Okay, that's the 7th race there at Canberra. Close finish. We'll have the numbers for you shortly. Right now, we're coming up
convincingly at Moonee Valley.
The Ascot Vale.
Yes, Graham Rogerson's and
$20. Number 2, Rich Sky, $4.70. Dean Greville's the rider, and he claims 1.5 kilos. Number 10, Nabob, $7.90 with Gavin Eads on. Number 5, Opera Dancer, $9.10. 3, Travel the Summit, $9.30, and number 6, Shecky at $11. And Mark Schmetzer, who rode a winner earlier in the day, is just dismounted from Let's Jive. It's about to be led in riderless. Let's go back to Canberra now. And with his call of race 8, here's Tony Campbell.
Thanks for the last ride. I mentioned it to Joe and her viewers a little earlier. The latest from the fallen jockeys, Robert Sherlock. He went to hospital with a suspected head injuries. He's had further tests with a CAT scan. No serious injuries to Robert Sherlock, which is good news. Brendan Ward is suffering from a broken shoulder. So that's the news. Robert Sherlock. He's had further tests with a CAT scan. No serious head injuries. And Brendan Ward has suffered a broken shoulder. And Robert Sherlock should be released from hospital a little later. Don't forget the big day of racing at Mudgee this coming Monday. It's a tremendous day at Mudgee. 8 races on the program, one of their big days of the year. Hope to see everybody there. Set for the last, and away they go now. Nabob was slowly away, missed it by about a length or so. Rich Sky got away well, and Frau Kingston is showing speed. Fenian driving up along the inside, further back to Welliswood, followed by Shecky wide. Travel the Summit, drifting back into the field, followed then by Let's Jive and Nabob. Back second last, Opera Dancer and Surf at the tail of the field. As they settle fully into stride and race down the back of the track, the leader was Frau Kingston. 3/4 of a length in front of Fenian, followed by Shecky out wide, moving to third. Then Let's Jive, followed by Welliswood down on the inside. Further back behind those as they race down towards the 800 metre mark, we had Rich Sky on the outside of Nabob, and the next one behind those Travel the Summit. Second last, Opera Dancer, and about a length at the tail of the field was the favourite Surf. As they leave the back and race down the side, Fenian is the leader now. Fenian about a half a length in front of Shecky. In third place, Frau Kingston, followed then by Welliswood down on the inside. Let's Jive is up on the outside, further back to Rich Sky. Nabob getting up along the inside. Out 3 wide on the outside of that pair towards the turn, Travel the Summit. Opera Dancer second last, and a neck off then Surf at the tail of the field. But they're packing up as they race towards the turn. Shecky on the outside, drew level with Fenian. Out wide is Frau Kingston. Back behind those, Welliswood taking off as Rich Sky, followed further back then Nabob down on the rails. Out wide, Surf is starting a run, and further back behind those, Let's Jive and Opera Dancer. In the straight with about 350 metres to go, and they're fanning wide. And Nabob got right up along the inside to share the lead with Frau Kingston out wide. Welliswood is battling away, and down the outside, Surf is putting in a run, and also Travel the Summit. But as they race inside the 200 again, they're hard to line up. It's Nabob close down towards the inside, Rich Sky in the centre, and Surf out very wide is coming quickly. Oh, Surf is the one. Surf swept to the lead and draws clear. Surf about 2 in front. Frau Kingston second, third Rich Sky. Then Travel the Summit, further back to Nabob. The next one in the field was Welliswood, followed then by Let's Jive, Shecky, Fenian, and the last one to pull up, Opera Dancer. Surf is the winner here. Johnny Scorse, I think that's a winning treble to John Scorse. And Barbara Joseph. 1:43.91 is the time. 11 Surf from the tail of the field. It's a 4-year-old bay gelding by Dolphin Street out of Woodland Hine, raced by P.H. Joseph, Ms. D. Barrett, Shades Gadchik in partnership, trained by Barbara Joseph, ridden by John Scorse. Number 8 second, Frau Kingston battled on, Sammy Vella the trainer, Kevin Sweeney the rider, and number 2 Rich Sky, Peter Staunton, and the rider was Dean Greville. So in the last, the numbers 11.82, number 3 Travel the Summit was 4th, the time for the race 1:43.91.
Good on you, Tony. Tony Campbell there, bringing you all the excitement of the races at Canberra today. And John Scorse, the riding star, with 3 winners for the afternoon. And at Cranbourne, the greyhounds headed to the boxes for race 6. It is, in fact, right on start time, but you've still got a little while to bet, because they haven't got into the boxes yet. And number 1...